you guys, welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and today we're going to be unboxing my third month with the Merry Maxim Knit Club. If you are new to this subscription box review series, I take 3 months with a subscription box. I unbox them here on camera. I talk about the previous month. I give you my first impressions. And then at the end of the 3-month period, I come back and do a final wrap up of my thoughts, my final thoughts and review of the subscription box. Now, in the case of this Knit Club box, I am doing it in tandem with the Crochet Club box. So at the end, not only will we have a final thoughts on the knit box and the crochet box, we will also have a comparative review of the two boxes head to head. What's the value? What did I like or not like? Did I feel like things were geared one way or the other? There we go. So there's been a lot of confusion here on my channel, in particularly coming into the Merry Maxim kit reviews as to how the review series works here. I do have a slightly different format for how I review subscription boxes, so time to update the intro to these videos. What did I get in month 2? We got a set of Lion brand size 7 straight knitting needles. I am not a huge fan of plastic needles, so that was not... I do have people that I'm teaching, so it will be good to pass on to them. We got 2 balls of Colorscapes from Red Heart in Bangkok. We got 2 balls in Mykonos. We also got 1 ball of Lion brand Frothy yarn, which was a discontinued yarn at the time that we got it. And our pattern says that it's the bias scarf, which I had some irksome things to say about that. I will be honest, I was incorrect. The pattern is right here on the front. Open it, and it's these 2 lines right here is the pattern for the bias scarf. I figured I'd just, Google bias knit scarf and find the... Actually, I was more concerned with the cast on numbers. But everything else in here is for the Colorscape shawl or the Colorscape scarf, which is just the rewrite of the pattern. I have not obviously finished my Colorscape shawl yet. I am about I'm a little over halfway through the increase portion. But there we are. And that's just a lump from the increasing. If I lay it out flat, it lays out flat, but every time I hold it up like this, I get that bulge somewhere in it. But I'm loving the pattern. It takes a little bit of effort. I do have to think about what I'm doing. It's not something after a long day I can pick up and work on, because I will mess it up, and I will mess it up bad. This is not a yarn I want to have to frog out, so I have been only working on it at my desk and only working on it when it is what I can focus on. So, but I did have the giant shawl done from the Crochet Club, which that now needs to go there. And I did have the scarf completed in time to get my 3rd month's box. I am also in the process of working on Christmas gifts, so I'm a little bit slower than usual. I should have learned my lesson earlier this year when I did 2 boxes at the same time. I should have spaced this out better, but it is what it is. And I do kind of enjoy having both of these at the exact same time to be able to do the comparative review. So it's a self-imposed, I must craft. Anyway, what did we get for month 3? So for month 3, we got 12 balls of this Gina yarn that I am not even going to try to pronounce because I will butcher that beyond all belief. This is 100% polyester. It is 50 grams per ball. We got 3 in gray, 6 in white, 3 in green. Now, I am very frustrated with it's a yarn I cannot purchase. Once again, though I do have a very good alternative for you. This was the pattern. It is a baby blanket. as with my crochet kit, this is not something I can donate or use in my personal life. So I will have to come up with something else to do with the yarn for this kit in order to give you my final reviews on what I think about it. I do not use that kind of yarn for donation baby blankets. I don't think it is necessarily the best fabric for little ones under the age of probably 9 months. I don't gift blankets of that fabric until after 18 months. So, and that's a fairly small blanket. The dimensions on that are not huge, but I will come up with something really, really nice as an alternative. I'm just not quite sure where I'm going to go with it. I have had a few ideas. The yarn is super duper soft. It's just not, I think, a great idea for babies. If you were doing a baby sweater, you'd be fine. I'm more worried about the inhalation of fuzzies and things like that. And that could just be a me thing, but I don't give out anything blankety or that's going to get worn hard, used often. I don't use that kind of yarn for that for children under the age of about 18 months. So depending on the kid, maybe at about a year, but 18 months. So I would say that when I did the cost breakdown of this, I compared it to Bernat Pipsqueak. I know Ross over at Smell Great Guy, he said the same thing. It's basically Pipsqueak. Pipsqueak is $4.99 for a 100-gram ball. So these 12 balls are the equivalent to 6, which means the yarn value is $29.94. I paid $14.99 for the kit. I had originally assigned this pattern a value of $2 because I did find 3 patterns. One was $1, one was $2, one was $3. I would not say this pattern has a value. It is a super basic pattern. It is beginner, 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 basic stitches. There's nothing in this that you couldn't do if you can knit and purl. So with that, the value became $31.94. I paid $14.99. So the percent saved was 53%, which is a great price. Don't get me wrong. If I were buying Pipsqueak at regular price, it would be $4.99. Or $29.94 for this much of it. So, I mean, I broke even regardless of how you break this down. I did mention in the crochet video, I don't know how many crossovers we have between the crochet video and the knitting video for these, that both kits together cost me $44.43. The total value with the 2 kits together was $57.93, and that's including tax, shipping, all of that, all combined into one delivery, which leaves me at 23% saved between both boxes. So I know in my previous 2 videos, the question has been, why did I take out tax and shipping for these reviews? And it's because if I ordered it from Joann's, I would have a different tax and shipping amount than if I ordered it from Michael's or ordered extras from Mary Maxim. So I'm not, once again, mad. I am, and I would highly recommend checking out the crochet video. That should have come out. This should hopefully be going up on Monday. The crochet video should have been out on Saturday. All things going as planned. I get more into where I think Mary Maxim is failing themselves and failing their consumers with these kits in that video. So I definitely recommend checking out that video. I will leave it linked down below. If I ever figure out how to do iCards, I'll start doing iCards or something like that. But I just haven't done it. I don't have a problem with the yarn. I'm probably not as mad as I normally would be, or frustrated, or disappointed, or confused as I normally would be, because I do know of a domestic North American yarn that is literally identical to this. It's almost in the case of the discontinued yarn thing. It's not that I have a problem getting discontinued yarn. I really think you could sell that and make people feel like $1 million for having it in their kit. I think you're selling yourself short as a business by giving out yarn that people can't buy again. And as a crafter, it frustrates me because if I love it, I can't buy it again. Now, this one I do have a good alternative for. Unfortunately, Joann's appears to be clearancing out Pipsqueak too, but they've done that before, and I've bought a whole bunch of it before. Sorry about that. I have been pounding water all day because Carrie just stays thirsty. I like the yarn. I am not anti-novelty yarn. I am very specific about the novelty yarns that I like. But I enjoy texture and I enjoy fluffs. I enjoy softness. So I actually don't mind the yarn. It isn't something I enjoy working with necessarily. It is dry. It is a little fidgety. It gets hung on your needles a little bit more. It is a little bit slower. But like the frothy yarn, it was slow on the needles, but I really like the fabric at the end. So I am a little disappointed I didn't get frothy before it was discontinued, because that would have made a great ugly day, sick day, throw on cardigan to just make you feel happy even though you feel like crap that day. So I am disappointed. Like, I'm glad I got to try it finally and know like to keep an eye out for that double strand boucle style yarn, but I can't buy it anymore. So even though I liked it, it's kind of a disappointment. Like those, I just feel very off. I don't have a, I love it, I hate it. I have so many mixed emotions and feelings about these kits so far that I love trying new things, but I like trying new things so I can buy them again or fall in love with something or get something new. If I make something with this, it's a one-off. I will never be able to make this thing again like this. So it comes with a pro and con feeling for me that is constantly going and leaning one way or the other. I'm not angry. I'm confused. And that's really the best way to describe it. And it hasn't changed yet. I still feel that way. And I keep, you know, 1 month it's the knit club, I feel that way. 1 month it's the crochet club, I feel that way. And we got off to such a strong start. I'm just... so I can't at this point tell you yay, nay, meh. I can say if you have a natural fiber allergy, I wouldn't get this box because both boxes have contained about 50% wool, I believe now. As I said in the crochet video, I am considering going ahead and getting the December box and at least getting my initial reaction to it, seeing how I feel about it, and using that to hopefully sway me one way or the other on this. I won't work it like I do for the 3-month period, but we can at least get that initial. I also want to add this as a disclaimer if this is the only one out of the 2 videos you watch. This is not a slight on Mary Maxim as a company. Ordering from their catalog online or by catalog is a fantastic experience. Their products are wonderful. They go back and forth with their sales, so you can get some excellent deals. I have used a number of their house lines and loved them. And I think that's part of why this leaves me feeling so, with all these discontinued yarns and foreign yarns and stuff. I had not had good experience with their mystery box unboxing 2 years ago. But other than that, I've never had an issue with Mary Maxim's products, customer service, quality, things like that. So I think, extra confused when your house lines are really good. Why are you giving us stuff you don't sell? From a business standpoint, it feels really weird and I'm very confused by it. And from a consumer standpoint, I'm kind of frustrated and confused by it. So Yeah, it's just, we're just looking at the box. We're just looking at the box is good. Is it worth your money? Is it worth your time? That's the purpose of the reviews. This is not a censure or complaint about Mary Maxim in general, because in general, my experience has been excellent with them. I've never had a problem other than mystery boxes and the subscription box. And those are kind of one and the same. The real difference is I get a pattern this way. I will say so far, the cash value of these hits within my tolerance zone of 20 to 25% off. I have not been angry at any of the yarns. It's not the yarn I have a problem with. It's things like the discontinued or unavailable thing that I have a problem with. I've enjoyed all the yarns so far. Yeah, so I wish I had a more strong feeling either pro or con right now, but as it stands, I'm still... So we'll see what happens over the next month. I am going to have to find a new pattern for this yarn. I do have a couple of ideas though. And we will reconvene sometime in the month of December, hopefully, to do a final wrap up with each of the kits, their individual contents, the breakdown of their value, and then we will do a comparative review as a third video in the series, comparing head to head the crochet kit up against that knit kit and see, is there a value difference? Is there a reason why you would want one or the other than you might get knitting needles in the knitting kit some months. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Whenever this goes up, I hope it's a fantastic week or weekend for you, whichever it is. I love you guys, and I will see you guys real soon. Bye.